This is the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief, keeping you informed about the happenings in Annapolis and the area. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and of course, local weather. The Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Tuesday, August 6th, 2019. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Perhaps one of the most bizarre accidents I have ever heard of happened yesterday afternoon in the 1000 block of Norman Drive in the Eastport section of Annapolis. A 54-year-old man was operating a Toyota minivan as he was backing out of a parking space and hit an 80-year-old woman. He got out of his car to see if she was okay and forgot to put it in park, and the car ran him over as well. Both were flown to the R. Adams Cowley Shock Trauma Center in critical condition. However, they are expected to survive. Now, Norman Drive is located right behind the Eastport Shopping Center, and he was backing out of a space in the Watergate Village apartments. Very strange. You might see some changes over in West Annapolis because 4 West Annapolis businesses have partnered with the city to create what they're calling PARKLETS out in front of their businesses. And it is a wooden platform that will extend the sidewalk out toward the street. And the city said that the parklets will help calm traffic along Annapolis Street and make the street more pedestrian friendly. And they will also offer patrons additional seating and restaurants. Each of the parklets will be 24 feet in length, and they're going to be put out on Annapolis Street in front of Bean Rush Cafe and Rutabaga, as well as Evelyn's and Flamant. Now, I do want to caution those businesses that the last time the city did this, it came with a wrong-way bike lane. Be careful what you wish for. Hey, Anne Arundel County Animal Care and Control is offering a low-cost rabies clinic along with microchipping services coming up on Thursday the 15th. I know that's still 10 days away, but you may want to plan this if you want to take your pup up there. It is up in Millersville, and rabies vaccinations are $5 per pet during the clinic. They do take cash or check only, no credit cards. And Maryland law requires that all dogs and cats, and oddly enough, ferrets, 4 months in age and older be vaccinated against rabies. The microchips are $20 per animal, again, cash or check, and it does not include the $19.95 to actually register that chip with the company so they can track you down. Tonight, you might see a lot of police out. Actually, you will see an awful lot of police out. It is National Night Out again. This is a countrywide campaign aimed at bolstering police-community relationships, and it all gets underway tonight. In the county, events are scheduled for Brooklyn Park, Early Heights, Crofton, and Shadyside, and in Annapolis, you're going to see them at Obery Court, Chambers Park, Annapolis Gardens, and Bay Ridge Gardens. They are intended to provide a positive venue for neighbors to interact with each other and their community police officers. At all of the National Night Out events scheduled for tonight, the canines will make an appearance along with their handlers to introduce anyone that is interested to the dogs and to show off some of their tricks. You want to get in on the fun? Brooklyn Park up at the Chesapeake Arts Center from 6 to 8 p.m. It is the Anne Arundel County Police will have their command post vehicle. In Severna Park, they are going to have their G3 helicopter and Chase, the robot dog. That gets underway at 5:30, ends at 8 o'clock at the Early Heights Volunteer Fire Company. The Crofton Community Library will see an armored vehicle and an off-road vehicle. That runs from 5 to 8 p.m. Shadyside is going to bring a helicopter as well as officers displaying their riot gear. That's scheduled from 5 to 8 at the Lula Scott Community Library in Shadyside. Here in Annapolis on Obery Court, Annapolis and Capitol Police will be in attendance with canines from 5:30 to 8 p.m. In Annapolis Gardens, Annapolis Mayor Gavin Buckley will also be there along with the Chick-fil-A cow. Music from DJ Rock. They're going to have Zumba, face painting, raffles, marching bands, 5 to 8 p.m. At John T. Chambers Park, you're going to have music by DJ Adolph, as well as a ground mural painting exercise led by local artists. I imagine that's going to be Jeff Huntington. I'm not sure. That event is from 5:30 to 7:30. And finally, at Bay Ridge Gardens, the police will be there with more food, more entertainment from 5 to 8, and that's on Marks Court. Get out, celebrate your National Night Out, get to know your local cop. Good advice for everybody. All right, I'm going to forewarn you. Friday at noon, that is the start of Plebe Parents Weekend. What's Plebe Parents Weekend? Well, it is when 3,000 people descend on the town to see their freshmen at the United States Naval Academy. They're called plebes, and it will be the first time they get to see them since they came here on June 27th during Induction Day, or I-Day, 6 weeks ago. During that time, the plebes have had no access to television, movies, the internet, music, and they have restricted access to their cell phones, only being able to make 3 phone calls during the entire summer. They will have some leave over the weekend, and parents are going to be able to tour the yard, eat a meal in the King Hall, watch a dress parade, and meet with academy, faculty, and staff members as well. Plebes are going to have opportunities for town liberty on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, so the town will be busy. And with the busy town comes a lot of busy traffic, so once again, patience, people, patience. And as we get ready for back to school, it is the annual tax-free week coming up, and Maryland Comptroller Peter Francho reminds us that that gets underway on Sunday, August 11th and goes through Saturday, August 17th. And once again, Comptroller Francho is joining the Maryland Retailers Association to give away 2 scholarships. One will be a $2,500 scholarship. The other one will be a $1,000 scholarship to any Maryland University College or trade school. How do you get in on that? Well, you take a fun photo or a video while you're out shopping, write a catchy caption, and post it to Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram using the hashtag ShopMDTaxFree. They will go through all the submissions, and they will award those 2 scholarships to 2 lucky people. Now, what is Tax-Free Shopping Week? Well, from August 11th to 17th, any single qualifying article of clothing or footwear priced $100 or less, regardless of how many items are purchased at the same time, will be exempt from the state's 6% sales tax. So if you are Steve Jobs, for instance, and you want to buy 1,000 turtlenecks, you can buy 1,000 turtlenecks as long as they are under $100 and not pay a penny sales tax on that. If you're buying a backpack or a book bag, the first $40 is tax-free. Now, Comptroller Francho is going to be visiting a whole bunch of local businesses in advance of his upcoming run for governor, to support Tax-Free Shopping Week in Maryland, and he will be showing up at businesses in Chevy Chase, Bel Air, Baltimore, Elkton, and Easton. You want to find out more information on that, you can go to his website, marylandtaxes.gov. And finally, last, it is Ticket Tuesday here, thanks to our friends at Ram's Head. And when I say Ticket Tuesday, these aren't cheap seats. These are the good seats. These are the owner's seats. And this week, we have a pair of tickets to see Brett Dennen on this Thursday. I will leave the tickets for you at the box office, and here's how you have to get them. It's going to be a random drawing again, but I want you to recommend us. Post to Facebook or to Twitter and use the hashtag DNB for Daily News Brief. Make sure your post is public. And I'm going to pick a random winner a little bit later this afternoon, probably about 4 o'clock. Bonus points if you include a link to eyeonannapolis.net. All right, that does wrap it up for the news today. Please make sure you're checking out eyeonannapolis.net throughout the day because we do update it throughout the day. Give a click on that first link in our show notes because you'll find out all the different ways that you can connect with us. And if you are someplace that you can give us a rating or a review, please do that. And of course, aside from the contest to win the tickets from Ram's Head, let all your friends and colleagues know about us. That's how we grow. Other than that, we have George Young with your local DMV weather forecast, and he is coming up in just 1 minute. But first, let's talk about kegs and corks.
Hey, it's Nisi. Join me Saturday, August 17th for the Kegs and Corks Festival at the Anne Arundel County Fairgrounds. Tickets benefit the Special Olympics of Maryland and include a souvenir glass, unlimited wine and beer samples, plus live music by Amish Outlaws, J. Corsi Willis and the Stone Authors, and the XPD Band. Enjoy over 80 Maryland wines, 40 craft beers, incredible food, unique arts and crafts, and more. Get tickets now and start the party at noon instead of 1. Go now to kegsandcorksfest.com for tickets.
Going out? You need the most up-to-date local weather. Here's George Young from DMV Weather in Annapolis with today's forecast.
Hey everyone, this is George with DMV Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Tuesday, August 6th. Another day of mixed skies with clouds and sun, producing temps in the 86 to 92 degree range, and another chance of PM showers and storms across the region. Same for tomorrow with a greater chance of rain, then more sunshine Thursday and Friday with temps near 90 each day before what should be a very nice weekend across the DMV region with highs 83 to 89 degrees. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DMV Weather. Make it a great day out there. Be sure to get our free app on all of your devices by searching for DCMDVA Weather in the Apple or Google App Stores. And also follow us on Facebook and Twitter and on our website at dmvweather.com so you can always stay weather informed.
There is a diamond of diamonds. It's from De Beers. Only 14 diamond tears in the world can touch them. Its name, Forevermark. And Zachary's is the only jeweler in the Annapolis area that has it. Not only is it beautiful and rare, it has a story. supporting women in diamond-producing areas around the world. So when you give a Forevermark diamond, you don't just give, you give back. Zachary's and Forevermark, a jeweler and a jewel. Online at zacharysjewelers.com.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis. And also tell them about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. This podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 7 a.m., keeping you informed with the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. And take a moment to listen to our other podcast, The Maryland Crabs, released every Thursday at noon.